So in case you didn't know already, last Saturday I hosted the Hive Team C's tournament. The charity pool was $450, including donations from the likes of your boy Action, Danny is the Bomb, and many other people. And the participants included some big name Hive YouTubers who you've probably heard of, like the likes of Dicey's, Evident, Ignacio, and the rest of the players who are on the screen right now. This was the best of 3 Skywars tournament where only one person could win in the end. Interested? Let's get started. So to kickstart the tournament, we played a trailer. After the trailer commenced, however, we would introduce ourselves, the 2 hosts of this tournament. Welcome everybody to the Hive Team C's Tournament 2021. I'm your host, Insane Orbitzz, and today I am joined by Potato Pie 25.
Hello everyone, I'm so excited to be here. This is going to be a great tournament and I can't wait to see what it has in store for us.
Once we're done introducing ourselves, however, we would then meet the players. Alright, so what's your name and something cool about yourself?
What's up guys, my name is Panduma, and a fun fact about me is that Minecraft is the only game that I have ever played.
Hola, I'm Plushie, and I play block game. Hi, I'm SuperGamerDX, and I'm here to commit several war crimes.
My name is DZ, and I make actually good montages.
My name is Turbo Piggy, and I love women.
Yo, I'm Evident, and when I was 6, I slammed my thumb in a car door.
Hey, my name is Dicey's, and a fun fact about me is I love to bow spam.
Hello guys, I'm Ignacio Blade, that's a blueberry, and pretty bad at PvP.
Once we'd finished meeting the players, we'd then get into our first game. This would be Plushie vs Panduma. This would once again be a best of 3 Skywars game, and the winner would proceed into the semi-finals. The first game started off pretty interesting. Plushie was using a pickaxe against Panduma, and Panduma was trying to win all they could, and Plushie would go on to win the first game. This currently meaning Panduma has to come back from a 2-0 deficit. In the second game, Plushie stuck to his word and carried on using a pickaxe, and then would go on to win 2-0 against Panduma. The second game of the tournament would now be SuperGamerDX vs DZ, and this one was quite interesting. The first round would go to SuperGamerDX by hitting DZ off the edge, and DZ couldn't stick to combos and clutches. This now meaning DZ had to come back from a 2-0 deficit just like Panduma in the first round. DZ would then come back and beat SuperGamer, making it 1-1, and the winner of the final game would go on to face Plushie in the semi-finals. DZ is known for his PvP skill and didn't fail to impress, back from 1-0 down to knock out Super and guarantee a spot in the semi-finals. On the other side of the bracket now, we would then have Evident vs Turbo Piggy. Turbo Piggy's main goal was to not fall into the void, and in the first game of these possible 3 games, he did exactly that. In the second game, however, Evident went for a troll approach and tried to trap Turbo Piggy. Failing to do so, Turbo Piggy went on to win that game. This now being 1-1, and the winner of the next game would go on to face either Ignacio or Dicey's in the semi-finals. Evident would roll Turbo Piggy, however Turbo Piggy would do 2 very good clutches, but sadly this would leave him on low health, and Evident would go on to win, booking a spot in the semi-finals. The final quarter-final game of the night, and possibly the most anticipated one, was Ignacio vs Dicey's. Ignacio would go on to win the first game by comboing Dicey's off the edge, a little bit cocky, and possibly left Dicey's pretty annoyed. This being proven in the second game, where Dicey's would get very lucky RNG and would roll Ignacio. This then taking it once again to a final game to see who progresses to face Evident in the semi-finals. This game would go down to the wire, however Ignacio would win this final game and knock out Dicey's from this tournament. Moving on to the semi-finals now, once again on the map Armada. DZ and Plushie would be the first 2 games of the semi-finals tonight. In the first game, DZ would void to a block dot placing, and we would rule it out as a win to Plushie. However, in the second game, Plushie would do the same thing by failing a bridge, therefore taking it to a final game. At this point in the semi-finals, the Void had 2 kills and the players had none. In this final game, however, Plushie would stick to his word and use a pickaxe. However, since DZ had a protection 1 diamond helmet, would deal no damage. Then he would then use a golden sword, which also dealt no damage. However, in the end, DZ would go on to win, booking a spot in the final. On the other side of the bracket now, we would have Ignacio versus Evident. Ignacio would win the first game against Evident, with Evident having to use a lot of pearls to escape him, and in the second game would win again to knock Evident out and book a spot in the final. Now this was a very intense final. Ignacio Blade versus DZ, two very good PvPers, and this would be held on a map Castle. In the first game, it was very intense. However, Ignacio would eventually kill DZ to make him go one game up. In the second game, Ignacio and DZ would be very stacked, but once again Ignacio would be more stacked. But since DZ didn't want to delete any files off his computer, he would crash and we would have to do a rerun. However, in this third game, we'd see the exact same scenario, with Ignacio being stacked and DZ having normal diamond armor. Eventually, Ignacio would hit DZ off the edge, but he would clutch just like he did in the first game. While building back up though, he would eventually get hit off and Ignacio would go on to win the tournament. With this win, Ignacio would have $450 donated to Team C's, which will be being donated on the 3rd of December 2021. For any other information, you can head over to my Twitter where I made a bunch of announcements. I did have a credit scene on the stream, so I think I'm going to play it in this video.